Welcome to What's Cooking in Ivy's Kitchen. Today I'm going to bake an eggless pudding named Messy Brownie Pudding. Don't go by its name, only taste matters. The ingredients includes 2 tablespoons of coffee, 2 tablespoons of water, 1 cup of maida, half a cup of sugar, 50 grams of toasted walnut roughly chopped. Now brownies and walnut, they go hand in hand. 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, half a cup of milk, I'm using Amul Taza, half a cup of cocoa powder, 4 tablespoons butter, but it has to be melted. Again, 1/4 cup of cocoa powder, I will tell you later why twice. Half cup of brown sugar, 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence, 1 and 3/4 cups of boiling water. Finally, for garnishing, vanilla ice cream. First step, the most important, before we start everything, we'll preheat the oven to 171 degrees centigrade. We'll start with the preparation. To the hot water, I have taken 2 tablespoons of hot water. I'll add the 2 tablespoons of coffee. Stir so that it dissolves, and then we'll go for the next stage. We'll now mix the dry ingredients. In goes our flour, sugar, cocoa, walnut, baking powder and salt. So now just mix it. Now we'll keep the dry mixture aside and work with the liquid mixture. So to the melted butter, I'll add the milk, vanilla, and the coffee. Now stir it well so that all the ingredients are thoroughly mixed. Okay. Now we are going to add the wet mixture to the dry mixture. Now we'll add this slowly to the dry ingredient. So you see, we'll just mix it this much only, no more. Now we transfer this into our pudding bowl. No need of greasing. Now a step which is a must for baking, greasing the baking dish is not required here. Just dump your brownie mixture into the pudding mold. No need of the messy greasing part. So now I told you about another 1/4 cup of cocoa powder. So this 1/4 cup of cocoa powder we'll mix with the brown sugar properly, thoroughly mix. Just have a look. You can all have a look. Each and every grain of the brown sugar is coated with cocoa powder. So we want it like this. This mixture Now we'll gently cover the brownie mixture. We'll just cover like this. And will not stir. Do not stir. Please do not stir. I'm repeating, stirring is not required here. So this is why I call this a messy brownie pudding. Look how messy it looks. Terribly messy. So this is boiling water, 1 3/4 cup. You can still see the steam. We'll just carefully, we'll pour over the entire mixture. Now again, I repeat, please do not stir. Now this will immediately go into the preheated oven. So, but be very careful. Now we'll bake at the preheated temperature for 30 minutes. Time's up. 30 minutes over. Now it's very hot. So, ooh. And it's jiggly too. So carefully. This is the most difficult part. Just take it out like this. You can see this jiggly wiggly. Now I'll carefully take the oven tray out and put it on a wire rack. So friends, you can see how it jiggles, and look at the mess. Remember the mess before the baking, and see how it has come out after the baking. We'll allow this to cool for 5 minutes, only 5 minutes, and then we'll serve immediately with ice cream. 5 minutes of cooling the messy brownie is over, so we are ready to plate it and then have it. Okay, so if you look at, this is why I told you it's called a messy pudding. Now we'll plate it. You can see the sauce separated out, so there is no need of adding any sauce to it. Can you see? I think it's quite clear. You can spoons some more sauce. Now we will put an ice cream scoop. My hands are washed. The size of the scoop depends on your fondness for ice cream. Then we'll top it with cranberry and spring meat. Yeah. Hot brownie. The part that I love the most. Hot brownie pudding with chilled ice cream. Yeah, here goes. Cheers. Heavenly. Heavenly. I'll take another spoon. Must try. So friends, if you think this recipe is worth trying and worth tasting, do like, share and subscribe to What's Cooking in Ivy's Kitchen. Until another one, take care.